But let's jump into our hold us to them predictions for the NBA playoffs. So we take all of our seedings, 1 through 8, and we put them into the playoffs, and we say who's going to win every single matchup, and we give you our NBA Finals predictions here on the Saturday, October 6th, year of our Lord, 2018. So, Ricky, jump into it and give us your round 1, round 2, Eastern Conference, Western Conference, and NBA Final predictions.
Well, I'll do what we always do, kind of left to right, starting with the West. Round number 1, got the Warriors over the Nuggets, 1v8. Then going 2-7, the Rockets will beat the Pelicans. The 3-6 Lakers Spurs going to go with the Lakers to get the win over DeMar DeRozan and those Spurs. And then my 4-5 matchup, same matchup we saw last year, Jazz over the Thunder. It happened last year. Why shouldn't it happen this year? Then second round, Warriors will beat those Jazz in the next round. Lakers will top the Rockets. That's one of my big shockers. But then the Laker hype will end. My hot take will come true. Warriors will beat them. Warriors will go to the NBA Finals. Then in the East, Celtics beat the Wizards. Raptors beat the Pistons. 76ers over the Bucks. I almost changed that one, but I'm going to stay with the 76ers. And then the Pacers beat the Heat.
You're also
just going to go with the top 4.
You're saying that also, I think before in your hot take, you were saying that the Bucks will do nothing, will disappoint, and also Giannis will leave. So that's a big change.
They're not going to win. They're not going to win an NBA Finals with Giannis. That was my hot take.
That's not a hot take.
No one's
like, oh yeah, Giannis is going to be a Finals.
Then going with the second round, I've got Celtics Pacers. Going to go with the Celtics. Raptors and 76ers. I got two-way Kawhi Leonard shutting down Ben Simmons, and the Raptors will move on. But then the Celtics, they will beat the Raptors in the Eastern Conference Finals. And I will have Warriors v. Celtics. You'll find out who wins that a little bit later.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure that's going to be a shocker for all of you waiting at home.
Dave, give us your shocking finals predictions, or playoff predictions.
So, round 1, I'm going Warriors over the Grizzlies, Rockets over the Thunder, Spurs over the Lakers, and Jazz over the Nuggets. Jazz over the Nuggets was just like a fun one. I was like, defense versus offense, ultimate matchup. I'm going to go with defense because it's the playoffs. That's like the meme, right? Round 2, Warriors over the Jazz and Rockets over the Spurs. So Western Conference Finals would be Warriors over the Rockets. Not a huge surprise.
Does it go to 7 this time?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Sure. In the East, not many people. In the East, again, who cares about the East? Not many people. The Celtics
76ers,
over the Heat.
Raptors, and
Celtics.
Boston fans.
Yeah, okay. So
maybe Indiana, too.
And who? Indiana.
I don't know.
Nothing.
Football.
Nothing in that state. Celtics over the Heat, 76ers over the Bucks, Pistons over the Raptors, because why the fuck not? And Wizards over the Pacers. Round 2, I've got the Celtics winning over the Wizards in 7, because I always love that matchup. Like I think that's one of my favorite playoff matchups. It never goes the way I want it to, but it's still fun. And then the 76ers over the Pistons. So my Eastern Conference Finals would be 76ers and Celtics, and I'm taking the Sixers.
And that was something I was like, no one's going to think the 76ers are going to beat the Celtics.
No one's that stupid, right?
We'll talk about why you think that will happen after I give mine. And we'll start off in round 1. I have the number 1 seed Warriors beating the 8th seed Spurs, the number 2 seed Rockets over the 7th seed Pelicans. I have the number 6 seed Lakers over the Nuggets. Welcome to the playoffs, Nuggets. You get to face LeBron James. Then we have the 5th seed Thunder taking over the Jazz. I think that Russ and healthy Roberson and Paul George get their revenge on the Jazz. Round 2, I have the Warriors over the Thunder. That's not going to be a series. Rockets over the Lakers. Might be a series. And then in the Western Conference Finals, Warriors over the Rockets. And then out east in round 1, I have the number 1 seed Celtics over the 8th seed Heat. 2 seed Raptors over the 7th seed Pistons. 4th seed Sixers over the 5th seed Wizards, and the 3rd seed Pacers over the 6th seed Bucks. I think that could be an upset special, though. Bucks over the Pacers. Then the Celtics over the 76ers. Sorry, Jake. Pacers over the Raptors. And then the Celtics over the Pacers in the Eastern Conference Finals, giving me a NBA Finals of the Warriors over Celtics. And let's start with Dave, because, Dave, you're the only person to not pick the Celtics-Warriors Finals. Why are the 76ers taking down the Celtics?
Because fuck Boston. Strong argument, right, guys?
Very strong argument.
I'm trying to let that sink in for a minute to piss off the fan base.
I was about to... I thought I was going to say something offensive. I call Indiana lovingly, since they're our neighbors to the east, the armpit of America. and that's not the most offensive thing that could be said. It's just fuck Boston. So cool, Dave. Thanks for that one. Bye, Boston and Pacer fans.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm just making enemies today. I love the 76ers, for those who don't know. I like the Celtics, but I think they're going to have injuries. I think they're going to struggle with injuries throughout the whole year. It's just the case of another year of Al Horford getting older. I know he played phenomenally last year to the point where I'm berating Ricky about not giving him enough respect, but I have fears about him continuing to get older, continuing to see what that role means for him. And obviously Kyrie Irving coming back and being injured and being injured and then being injured again. I think that 76ers have a weird chance to like lightning in a bottle this moment. Like this could be one of those years where it's they got too early, too fast in their time, and it's like this could be the year they push it all the way to the finals, and then they might not make the finals for like another 2 years. Like it feels like there's just a weird feeling I've got about this team and how good Joel Embiid can be on 36 minutes, how good Ben Simmons can be on 35. Like put all these guys, give them the minutes they deserve, let Markelle Fultz be the player I think he is, and I think this team can go really far.
Would you say it's akin, and maybe it's the wrong comparison, would you say it's akin to the Cavs getting to the finals in 2007, like lightning in a bottle, or Magic getting to the finals in 2010, lightning in a bottle?
Yeah, I mean, the 2010 was a unique situation. Obviously, that Magic team had one of the like most like dumb moment teams where it's like, we'll just take Dwight Howard, the most dominant center since Shaq, and then surround him by guys who can stand behind the three-point line and just shoot. Like, how does that not work? Hedo, JJ Redick was on that team.
JJ Redick,
Jameer Nelson.
Jameer Nelson. He got a contract off that, which was just like, what the fuck?
Rashard Lewis was on that team.
I think so.
Yeah, fun team.
So like that was just a weird dynamic.
Ryan Anderson, I think, was on that team as well.
That was 09, 2010?
Yeah, whatever.
Rashad Lewis was on that team?
Ryan Anderson, yeah.
Was Ryan on that team?
Yeah.
Jameer Nelson.
God. Yeah, that was a unique dynamic. I thought it was pretty cool. Good call on that one.
Matt Barnes was on that team.
Matt Barnes was on that team.
So was Vince Carter.
Oh, yeah.
Weird.
Three-point shooters. He was such a good three-point shooter
And Petrus as well.
Michael Petrus.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about the Frenchman.
I'm leaning more towards the Cavs side of that situation.
For sure.
Obviously. I just... Look, this is no disrespect to the Celtics because you guys have an awesome team and you shouldn't feel bad about this, but I just think that injuries will catch up to you this year at the wrong time. Also,
no offense to us, but if they're getting upset about our predictions, relook at your life. Come on. We're idiots on YouTube.
Reevaluate.
Like us saying, Celtics aren't going to make it to the finals doesn't mean shit. Because, again, there's 82 games to be played.
There's a good chance they do. There's a very good chance they do.
One thing, though, I did find interesting, because obviously we're very similar in the Western Conference Finals. Completely different, at least in the Eastern Conference Finals. You had 76ers Celtics. Ricky, you had Celtics over Raptors. I had Celtics over Pacers. What do you think about Raptors, Celtics, especially what Dave was saying about the 76ers, why those two would be the matchup in the finals?
Well, I mean, one of the things that changes it up with why I have the Raptors and not the Pacers is you have Celtics, Sixers, Pacers, Raptors, where mine is the 76ers are going with going up against the Raptors. I just look at everything except for like that series and any series that has LeBron in it. Usually I'm going to go with the better coach. Whoever's going to win the coaching matchup.
That Raptors Sixers, because I think that'd be an incredible matchup.
That's one where it's going to be an incredible matchup, but I'm not super high on Nick Nurse. I'm not saying that he's hot garbage because he's not, but it's like I'm not high on Nick Nurse. Brett Brown is good, but like I'm not super high on Brett Brown either. Like that's a series where I go, well, the coaching is just like a push for me.
Yep.
Let me the Raptors have Kawhi, and Kawhi should be able to help that team overcome a young 76ers team. And that's the thing. The 76ers might be, hopefully, knock on wood, give them a run for their money. But also, we saw last year, 76ers, they had a easy time getting past the Miami Heat and then struggled against the Celtics in the second round. So is that more of like they struggled to struggle, or
I
Brad
wouldn't say
Stevens?
They struggled against the Celtics. I think they had several games where very, very close.
They had some games though where it was like, oh my god, what are you doing? Like how did Ben Simmons only score 1 point? So to me, I think it's just one where it's like I trust the Raptors more in a 7-game series.
Even that Bellinelli game too.
Yeah,
I mean that was the one that definitely sticks out because the reason they lost was Brett Brown.
Yep.
And Joel Embiid didn't play well. He was made mistakes. Like they should have won. They had so many opportunities to win that game, and they just didn't have the experience in the playoffs to do so.
The one asterisk I was going to ask you guys is for me with mine if Jimmy Butler gets traded to the Heat, can I mid-season have it to where right now we agree on it? If Jimmy Butler gets traded, Heat then beat the Pacers in the first round.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I don't care about that.
Okay.
I think that Jimmy Butler is a different kind of conversation because, like, if he does land on this Heat team,
How far do they go?
Nah, I don't think far though. Because I mean, we
Do they go
consistently
second round?
I mean, if they've
Yeah, they can go
unless
second
they're
round.
at the 8th seed,
And then they play the Celtics.
But if they have Jimmy Butler for what we assume, most
The
likely
majority of the
70
season.
games,
Yeah.
65 games,
Yep.
they're not going to be the 8 seed. I could
Probably
guarantee
not.
you that. They're definitely going to be
I
able
mean,
They're going to be better than the Pistons and the Wizards.
though? How are the Timberwolves with Jimmy Butler, Karl Anthony Towns, Wiggins,
Tom
Teague?
Thibodeau,
But
Eric Spoelstra.
that, and then also, let's
I'm
look
just
at
saying they had more talent. Who had more talent?
more talent, but more
The
talent doesn't
West,
mean
the
a
East.
cohesive team.
Yeah.
And Miami is so cohesive.
I know.
And you add
But you're
Jimmy
trading away
Butler
those pieces
to
to
a
get
team that
him.
just wants to fit around their guy, especially having his buddy D Wade there.
Yep.
It's going to be a perfect fit.
Oh God, that cancerous relationship's back. I forgot.
Not yet.
Yeah, if it happens.
Yeah. So
All right.
we'll do a reaction to when Jimmy Butler gets traded, and obviously you can re-amend your stuff.
Yeah.
To put the Heat wherever you think they will go. But I have the Celtics over the Pacers, and I think that this is the Pacers' best shot to get back to the Eastern Conference Finals. Because I think the 76ers are coming. I think the Raptors, if they re-sign Kawhi, are coming. I think this is their best shot with the addition of Tyreek Evans. I don't think this team is ever going to be a Finals team. No offense to Indiana. I think Victor Oladipo is a fantastic player, but you're going to need to make major improvements to this team outside of Tyreek Evans to get past the Eastern Conference Finals and get to a Finals. I don't think it's happening with Victor Oladipo on this team, but I think this team is going to be consistently good and put themselves in positions to at least get back to the Eastern Conference Finals. I think this is their best shot to get to the Finals. I don't think it happens though, but I think
They
the Pacers
need to be a
with the
top
depth,
3
it's great.
team in the like they're a team where it's like we
think so.
need to be
Why is
in the
that?
top 3 because like for me maybe it's because I'm thinking the Celtics are going to be number 1 and there's no guarantee to that, but
Yeah.
if the Celtics are number 1, if I'm the Pacers, I don't want to see them until the Eastern Conference Finals.
So you're thinking you gotta
have
duck
that-
'em.
I want to. I'd rather see either the 76ers or then the Raptors in that order. I want to see the 76ers first, then the Raptors before I see the Celtics in that second round.
I just don't. Well, and they are the third seed, and that's how they end up getting there. They beat the Bucks, who I think that obviously Giannis is the best player in that series. But with a new coach, although Budenholzer has playoff experience, it is fantastic.
Right.
And Chris Midd is a great, kind of second option.
He
say
is
a second
technically
option
their
now.
second option right now. Yeah.
Bledsoe, I think maybe under a year he'll be better, especially having a new coach. But I just don't trust the Bucks with what they've shown me consistently in the playoffs. They've been giving teams tough series,
Yeah.
but they've never been able to get over that hump. I don't think this is the year they get over that hump either. And then the next round against the Raptors, clearly Kawhi Leonard again is the best player in that, series. But this is also a new coach in Nick Nurse compared to Nate McMillan, who was in the playoffs last year and game planned fantastically around LeBron James. I think they showed enough to me where they can push that to a 7-game series. I was dead wrong about the Pacers last year. I'd rather be, close to the right side at least. So I'll throw the Pacers and give them a bone and put them in the Eastern Conference Finals. But I don't think it's close. Celtics versus
Do you
the
think
Pacers.
Bojan can shut down Kawhi just like he did to LeBron?
He really didn't even shut him down, though,
I know
because
he
I think
didn't.
LeBron averaged like
LeBron's still LeBron.
30, 11, and
Yeah.
10.
I know.
But he kind of did. That was the
played
weird
good
thing.
defense.
Yeah.
We'll give him the credit.
But let's look at the other matchups. We don't think the Warriors are going to be touched, right? At all?
No. Do you think they lose a game?
Yes.
Maybe if Steph is injured in the first round.
I don't think they lose in the first round.
That's another team where it's their injuries come and go like the win, and it doesn't really seem to bother them.
You're right. That loss would come because now that I'm looking at mine, I'm like the Nuggets aren't going to beat even KD and Clay without Steph.
Yeah.
It'd be like in mine, the Jazz would get a game on them, and Steph is coming back, kind of like the Pels got one last year.
For me,
on
it's
them.
the Rockets. I think I think they'll lose two. I think they'll lose them both against the Rockets. I think they 4-0 the first two series.
Here is the way they can lose before round 2. It's if the Lakers somehow match up with them.
Ooh,
I don't think they lose that series.
Could be
LeBron
a,
knows how to beat them.
2-7 matchup.
Well,
Yeah.
Let me
or
ask-
a 1-8 Warriors advance, and then second round Lakers are a 4 seed.
Okay, yeah.
Let me ask you this then: what if my Western Conference Finals comes true? Warriors, Lakers. How many games do you think Warriors win? But how many games do you think it goes? Does
Warriors
it go
in 5.
7? All right.
Hell no. The best chance the Warriors have going to 7 games is against the Rockets.
Okay.
That team was built to beat the Rockets. Lakers are in their first year together. especially
built
this is
The
a-
Warriors were
The
built-
Warriors.
Yeah.
The Rockets were meant to.
Rockets were built to beat the Warriors. Lakers were not. And although they have the best player in the NBA, this is also a lot of first times for these players.
Absolutely.
Obviously, JaVale, Rondo,
Lance's
Lance,
playoff
Lance,
experience.
LeBron.
Be easy.
Be easy. I don't know if he played. He did. He was on those Heat games.
Yeah, Heat. But I don't think there's enough experience outside of that.
Yeah.
What is Luke Walton going to be able to do to game plan against a team that he knows very well? I think that maybe they get a game. The
I do
Lakers
love the
do, but I
regular
don't think
season
they.
games. Like last year, we've watched the Lakers beat the Warriors in the regular season, which is hilarious. And
Yeah.
it makes you start scratching your head like how did we get here? But no, I agree. I don't think that. I think that series is the only one that I would like. That's when I would pay money to be like, please give me that series in the playoffs. I would love to see.
No
it.
matter
that's the
where
thing
it
is-
is, first, second, or third round.
Yeah,
And that's
I
the
don't
thing
care.
too is like, although I think that the Warriors are going to win every
absolutely.
game, I want to watch every game and
Right.
see how, because we know what LeBron can do against that
Yeah.
team. It's so fun to watch him try to beat them.
I mean, the biggest question is like we talked about earlier is who's going to be the next guy up and the guy after that? Like, is it going to be B.I. Kuzma? Is it going to be B.I. Josh Hart? Is it going to be Lonzo Josh? Like, they've got so many young guys. Maybe we just get surprised and maybe, we see the weirdest thing on Lance Stevenson revert in time, going way back to the year where he was like a triple-double machine.
The year that the
Putting up, like,
Pacers
10
should
of
have beat
them.
LeBron, but they didn't.
You mean last year?
No, I'm talking about back with the. Who was that? Now I can't think of that.
Paul
center.
George, Roy Hibbert.
Yeah, Roy Hibbert.
Roy
Or
Hibbert before he
missed
fell
the
off the
layup
face of
in
the
the
earth.
lane, and then
And then he
Yeah.
basically was just
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah, poor Roy
the
Hibbert.
snapper.
The best
Yeah.
thing that Roy Hibbert's ever done was on that Parks and Rec thing where Aziz Ansari hires him to pull shrimp off a wall. Love that guy.
I don't know if he would agree with you on that one.
I love Roy Hibbert. Where'd he go? Is that Georgetown? Was he a Georgetown kid?
I don't know.
Where did Roy Hibbert play college ball?
He was dominant.
We
He
have
was.
this thing called the internet.
I don't think was it Georgetown. I want to say he was a Big
I'm about
East
to find
kid.
out.
Yeah, it was Georgetown. 04 to 08.
Good call. Oh yeah.
All right. Anyways, let's get back to NBA stuff and not 2008 Big East basketball. Although it's fun.
He was referred to as the Big Stiff by reporters and fans at Georgetown.
Should we-
and
should
it's
we-
on his Wikipedia page.
Should we give our NBA Finals predictions
The
now?
Big Stiff. I mean, I'm trying to think. The only other thing, only because Dave has them in the second round. Like, what do you think with the Spurs? Like, are they a first round and done or second round? Because I got them against the Lakers, and my hot take was Lakers to the
Yeah.
Western Conference Finals. So no way they were going to beat the Lakers.
And I have them up against the Warriors, and there's no
Yeah.
way anyone's beating the Warriors.
so it's a matchup then for the.
I've got him beating the Lakers then,
Yeah.
Ricky. That's
well,
the thing.
I got to believe in my hot take too.
So you're basically just ignoring.
It'll be like Lakers in
Texting Ricky if
six.
he's
Facts.
ignoring logic.
It'll be in like
Logic.
Lakers in 6. I'm not saying like they get by. Like it's
so
easy
it's
to
not-
get by them.
He's like, look, they're gonna
It's
win.
not a
I'm not
7-game
giving
series,
the same-
but it's not
not-
a sweep.
Look, they're not worth a 7-game series. It's not like they're going up against one of the greatest coaches of all time. One of the best players in the league in LaMarcus Aldridge. They just added DeMar DeRozan
but the Lakers
to a
have
team.
the best player in the league.
Yeah, they do. They do. Unfortunately, like that's literally all they've got.
But here's the thing: is who has a better 1-2 punch, LeBron and anybody else, or DeMar DeRozan and LaMarcus Aldridge?
Playoff, like that's the thing is playoff
Playoff
DeMar
LeBron.
DeRozan versus LeBron. I want to see what he can do on this Spurs
Or
team.
does DeMar DeRozan
Does history
revert
repeat
and he
himself?
goes,
I was
"Oh
saying,
no, it's
that's
LeBron."
like, does he go back to being a trash bro again? Like
I love DeMar. I am pulling for DeMar. I hope he does well. But
Just don't see
That's
LeBron in the
that's the
playoffs.
History
matchup
tells
I
me
want.
that-
I made it so that matchup would happen.
oh, I try to make so many matchups. That's why I
I'm
was
glad
like,
I'm not the only one.
That's why I was like,
I was wiggling things around.
I was so pissed at myself when I said Nuggets at a 3 seed because I was like, well, shit, I want them to get like I can't. I locked myself into the first top 3 seeds, and I was like, well, then I had to like maneuver so many things because then I was
Yeah.
like, well, I think the Pelicans are going to do well, but I'm like, are they better than the Lakers, Thunder, and Jazz? And no, but they
Probably
might be
not.
better than Nuggets, who have at 3. Like, I fucked myself over with that Nuggets thing, and then I have the Nuggets losing in the first round because there's no way they beat LeBron.
Yeah.
Because who's going to stop LeBron on the team? And again, it's really who's going to stop LeBron throughout this whole Western Conference.
Yep.
And there's only 2 teams that can do it. It's the Warriors and the Rockets.
Correct.
And the Rockets are going to do it by everyone else beating LeBron, not by stopping LeBron, but by
Stopping
by
everybody
cuts.
else, yeah.
By stopping everybody else, and then also just putting the pressure on LeBron, tiring him out, running up and down, and having James Harden dominate. And then the Warriors are going to beat him the same way they've been doing it with 5 stars and just being able to, again, put KD on him and try to slow him down.
Boogie, what the shit? This ain't fair.
How is Boogie going to do in the playoffs?
Dope.
Is he? We've never seen him in the playoffs.
I know. Remember, I think that was one of our first videos. Was I had made the wrong claim that like Boogie made the playoffs, and like I just thought like, oh yeah, sure, he's a great player. I'm sure he carried that fucking awful Kings team playoffs.
Never.
Just totally wrong. Totally left on that one. I think he's gonna do great. I think he's gonna be great on that team. I think that he's not gonna put up the stupid stat lines that we're used to out of Boogie, but we're gonna see him in a reduced role. But also he'll get some free rope out there, basically because they're going to be beating teams down so bad.
So you have him in the finals. So let's give our finals prediction. What will DeMarcus Cousins do in the finals, Dave?
I think he puts up a stat line of...
Who doesn't love predicting stat line?
I know, right? I think he's going to probably put up 15, 8, and 4.
I had a feeling you were going to say 15, but then I was also, that's too low for DeMarcus Cousins. But then I was like, 20's pushing too high.
Yeah. The problem is like, who becomes third fiddle? Because it's KD, then Steph, and then after that, the question is it going to be Clay or is it going to be DeMarcus Cousins? And I think that, look, Clay can get his points anywhere. So, like, 15 points for Clay is like 4 minutes. Like, he doesn't really need the ball in his hand. Exactly. So, like, I think that, like, he's probably going to get his anyway. So, I think Boogie's going to get some time in the low post. They're going to have fun working him out of the low post.
Yeah, I mean, he could inflate his stats just by the end of the game and then just dumping it down. And just
Draymond's points go down.
Yeah, Draymond's the giving tree. Like, that's just that's my true belief of what Draymond Green is.
Here's the thing.
Assist numbers go up for Draymond.
Draymond might have his best statistical game this year, but also have the worst statistical year. Because I have a feeling he's going to get a 5x5 this year.
Ooh.
I have a feeling that it's going to be the first time he gets I think, when was the last 5x5? I think it was really close.
2 years ago.
The Admiral?
No, it wasn't that long ago. I think there was one in the 2000s. I'll look at it.
Okay.
Because there's one page I've always gone to. No, Draymond did do it. Draymond did it in 2015. Batum also did it in 2013. Kirilenko did it in 2006. Camby in 2004. Kirilenko did it 3 times. Apparently. Twice in 2003 and once in 2006.
Unrelated, but just a hot take.
That's weird. I like it, but I don't think it's true.
Oh.
You're right, though. The Admiral did do it.
Yeah.
I knew. If there was one man who did it, I knew it was him.
Hakeem did it like 7 times.
Hakeem is like amazing.
Well, that's not fair.
Yeah, but Draymond did it. He had 24 points, 11 rebounds, 8 assists, 5 blocks, 5 steals. I think he can do a literal 5x5.
That's
like 5
like
points.
He's gonna eke it out.
5 assists, 5 boards, 5 blocks, 5 steals.
And then 7 turnovers.
Yeah, 5 turnovers.
He's got the 6x5.
And 5 fouls. He's gonna fall out.
Oh, God, that'd be great.
But I think that again, like we're gonna see a huge dip in Draymond, but that doesn't mean Draymond's not important.
No, they're a better team. Like that's the thing. Like, I know we talk a lot about can't share the ball, all this garbage, but like the Warriors, are they a better team this year than they were last year? Looking at it right now, it's impossible to say no in my mind.
Yeah. Who is the biggest challenge to the Warriors? Is it the Rockets, is it the Celtics, or the Lakers?
I'm gonna say.
I'm saying still Rockets.
I'm gonna say the Rockets only because the Celtics are a little bit too young overall for me. Like Kyrie and Gordon or Hayward are not, but like the Jason Tatums, the Jaylen Browns, I think when they go up against the Warriors, in my mind, it's gonna be not like a huge culture shock because I feel like Brad Stevens will coach them up. But the Warriors are still probably going to win in like 5.
Say Al Horford's name, damn it.
Al Horford.
Thank you. I'm going nuts over here.
I think that
so many ways.
The Rockets have the best.
I know.
The Rockets have the best chance because they have the best edge of wanting to beat the Warriors. Celtics don't have the pressure to win a finals.
The Rockets have seen the light. Like they've gotten to the point where they can beat the Warriors. They know how to beat them. They
should have.
And Chris Paul probably feels so slighted that he got
Oh my God. Did you see him on the jump? He was on the jump this past week. And like Rachel Nichols like brought it up, and I just felt like, why? Like he doesn't want to be.
I love that about Rachel Nichols. Yeah. She'll ask the stuff where it's like, "Thank you for asking."
And like you saw T-Mac's face react even, and it was just like, "Oh." And he's like, "So how did the hamstring injury make you a better player? Like how did that?" And like he's taking the positive player approach of, overcoming the injury is going to make you a better player. And like you could just see Chris's face being like, I wish I could have been out there. I know what we could have done if I was out there. I willed myself to try to stay out there. Like. It just couldn't happen. But I think I look at the team and I go, yes, you lost out on Luke Monte and Trevor Ariza, but you get back Carmelo Anthony, You get to potentially have the resurgence of a Michael Carter Williams coming out as a slashing wing who can distribute.
Brandon Knight.
And Brandon Knight. Like, I look at this team and go, I think they could do it. I think they could win a couple.
You say Trevor Rees, and I just think of Windhorse's reaction always when everyone's like, oh, yeah, the Warriors. He was like, what, was Trevor Rees the MVP of that series then?
He did play like 40 minutes of defense on Kevin Durant. Like, he played all the defense.
What if Michael Carter Williams becomes the new Trevor Ariza?
I think there's a chance.
Like, just defensive monster.
So you're saying there's a chance?
It's hilarious because Michael Carter Williams is not known for being defensive.
No, I know. That's why I'm just like, fuck it. What if it happens?
Okay.
That's a crazy twist. All right, let's give our finals predictions because I think
Melo shuts down KD. That's how it goes down.
We are saying no.
No.
Give your final prediction.
My final prediction is the Warriors over the East.
Over the Sixers?
Well,
that's who you have in.
Again, I got the Sixers in, but I sort of know that the Celtics are going to win it.
Or this time,
I admit, like, the fuck Boston was just to get attention.
Last year, the Warriors couldn't see you. You picked John Cena.
I did
this
pick
year,
John
you're
Cena.
picking the Warriors over John Cena. Because he's got hair
over John Bradshaw Layfield's son?
Who do you got for your NBA finals?
I've got the Warriors over the Celtics. I think that this will be the first time that young Celtics team tastes the finals. They'll want to come back, but they're going to lose that first time.
Yeah, first time for Kyrie Irving tasting the finals.
No, I mean like J-Tay and Jaylen Brown and the young talent, and Gordon Hayward.
And Al Horford.
The
first time touching the NBA finals.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the Hawks didn't make it. That's right.
They always lost to
They got
LeBron.
LeBron. Yeah.
And
The team are
A
role
lot
players.
of teams ran into LeBron.
for my NBA finals, I have the Warriors over the Celtics. Here's the final question.
Yeah.
You have to put your life savings, and let's say you actually have a life savings.
Yeah.
So you have $10,000. This is all you have to your name.
Okay.
You putting it on the Warriors to win the finals, or are you taking the other 29 teams?
No,
Warriors.
the Warriors.
Okay.
Million percent.
Mine's the same.
I would say, like,
Welcome to the NBA.
yeah.
I don't think there's anything else to
Ricky,
say.
It came close, but
are you
I
at the point like you were last year where you're like, why not? Why are we having this season? Why is anyone excited about basketball? Because I know last year you were completely like, what's the fucking point of this?
No, because LeBron's not in the LeBron not being in the East will make the East is the inferior conference to the West.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like, I think it'll be the Celtics, but it could be the 76ers, could be the Raptors. I don't know who exactly is going to come out in the East. Where last year it was LeBron Warriors. Why are we having a season?
So you feel like you're getting something fresh.
Yeah.
I like it.
Where in the West, it's, hey, the Rockets might be able to challenge. Ooh, but the Lakers could look really good and challenge the Warriors. It's a little bit more competitive, but I still got the Warriors winning it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone, and again, I think the NBA is still fun, even though the NBA, the Warriors are dominating.
Yeah.
And I think that speaks a lot to what the NBA is doing right now with the product. And although some people are upset it's a players' league, I am one of them. It's still been a great product.
Until Katie goes
Shout
East
out
next year and then becomes King of the East.
We'll see what happens. But we're not predicting free agency yet.